If soccer stars are unemployed, what will they do? Ronaldo became a print model. Nirma became a barber. IBE sold magazines. The strong Rooney became a fisherman. And all this is not a fantasy. In Brazil, a group of teenagers are playing soccer in the alleyway. They encountered a tram and didn't panic. They turn and dodge it with ease and then pass it to Ronaldo. He hits a header back to the boys' feet. Then the boys came to the center of the square. A beautiful upside-down golden hook appeared in the frame. Then a man came out from in front of the screen and started to comment on this kind of fancy soccer. It has a 76% chance of going wide and a 50% chance of missing. The main thing is to pay these players a lot of money. Even the greatest players make mistakes. At the end of the day, as long as you're human, there are risks. It would be different if they were replaced by clones. Clones have flawless judgment and endless physical strength. The game is safe. The game is starting. Neymar was confident when he first took the field, but soon he couldn't stop smiling. Rooney dodged the clone's sliding tackle just in time, but soon the second and the third he began to lose his grip. Then more and more players were replaced by clones. The once exciting world of soccer began to change completely. The stadium was cold and empty without the stars. A man stood up. That's right. He was Ronaldo, nicknamed the Alien. Watching the world of soccer begin to decline, he had mixed feelings of loss and sadness, and he could only shake his head when he saw the boy in front of him training hard for soccer. On the TV in the street, the clones have spread their claws to the world of basketball. The businessman was talking to the host about his great invention.
What do you think happened to the originals?
You mean what are they doing and where are they now? Who cares?
This comment managed to anger Lewis. He had to do something. Ronaldo was unemployed and was modeling in the window when suddenly he was moved out.
Does the manager know about this?
And on the street, the down-and-out IBE was selling magazines at the top of his lungs, but no one asked for them. Suddenly a red carpet is thrown over. Imbu was dragged to the car. Iniesta, who was used to living on the streets, was also dragged away directly. Neymar was working as a barber and David Luiz was working as his assistant. A man carrying a shark came up to the dock, and only when he got closer did he realize that he was Rooney, who had just returned from a fishing trip. It turns out that the person who kidnapped them is none other than the alien Lewis. He tells everyone we can't just sit back and fight back to save the soccer we love. But now the hearts and minds are divided. Neymar is still busy taking selfies. In their eyes, they can't beat the all-powerful clones. Once again, Luiz told us that nothing is impossible if we are united. We have faith and love for soccer. They are just a job. As long as we are united and do our best, we can beat them. The biggest risk is not to take the risk. Luis' words rekindled the spirit of the Warriors. This is the moment they came back. A battle of honor between the stars and the clones was about to begin. The media started to cover the game and it became the center of attention. The stadium was packed with people looking forward to this unprecedented game. Even the astronauts in space got involved. Who would win if a soccer star played against a clone of himself? Ronaldo kicks off the ball. Neymar passed the ball to the clone's feet. The clone was directly shocked. Neymar snatched the ball again. After a few passes, the ball is back at Ronaldo's feet. Ronaldo then passed the ball long. The soccer ball kept passing between players. Then IBE leaped high and shot, but the ball was caught by the clone. Before the players could react, the clone had already sent the ball out. The opponent started a big counterattack. In front of the strong clone, the star players were helpless. At that moment, David Luiz remembered Ronaldo's words.
There's no greater danger than
David Luiz stood up and stopped the goal in time. The ball was again passed under the feet of the star player. Seeing that the situation was getting worse, the businessman started to cheat. Numerous clones appeared in the soccer field. The players had to use all their strength to fight against 10. Neymar's dazzling dummy moves made the clones panic. Then he passed the ball to IBE. IBE passed the ball back to Ronaldo in the air. Here comes the final moment of excitement.
It's too easy.
Ronaldo started to show his skills. The ball kept breaking through the wall as if it was attached to his feet. He finally got past the keeper and stood firmly in front of the goal. Looking at the clone in front of him, Ronaldo turned his back and kicked the ball in. Who says that success must belong to others? Not daring to take risks is the biggest risk. Dare to fight and venture. Our life will be different.